What to do if you've got debt troubles and how to know if you do. Brought to you by Kenneth Joubert at yourlegallegup.com. Your advantage if you are being sued or harassed by debt collectors. Are you facing debt trouble, being harassed by debt collectors, threatened, or even sued? If you're like most Americans, you either are or have been. You've probably spent a lot of time worried about what the debt collectors can or will do to you, especially if you're already being sued. And the truth is that if you let them, the debt collectors can and will do a lot of bad things to you. If you let them. But you can stop them. This video and the other videos in this series are going to change the way you look at the debt collection process. We're going to take the mask off. You don't have to let these heartless vultures feed on you. Does that seem extreme to call them heartless vultures? Well, stick with me and let's see what you think after you've heard a little more. For now, though, I'm going to show you some very important rights and show you how to use them to start to shoo the debt collectors out of your life, so you can get back to living your life the way it was supposed to be. First, let me introduce myself for a second. I'm Ken Joubert. You may know me from my website, yourlegallegup.com. It's a site that gives you everything you need to defend yourself from the debt collectors without spending a ton of money on lawyers. Over the years, I've written dozens of articles and reports, posted over 100 videos on YouTube, written a couple of books, and created various products. Well, several actually. It's my mission to make it possible for people to defend themselves from the debt collectors without spending a ton of money or hiring expensive lawyers. And I'm happy to say that we've helped a lot of people over the years. If you've had a chance to check out my materials, you know they're the best out there. And that, as an old TV character used to say, is no brag, just fact. Here's just a couple of examples of what people have said. Yes, it works. Yes, it wins. I appreciate your sharing your great knowledge. Thanks, Ken, from Andrew in Atlanta. Your materials are simply the best and finest anywhere for pro se defendants facing debt lawsuits. Thanks, from Frank in Mesa, Arizona. It's been more than 2 years since I beat back 2 lawsuits and got both dismissed. In my heart, I know that both these wins ensured that 7 other creditors wouldn't dare try and sue me. But if not for you, I couldn't have done any of this. Your friend for life, Gary. After I filed my answer with counterclaim, I received an offer for dismissal with prejudice, and Cap 1 sent a letter to all 4 credit bureau agencies to delete the entire account. I could never have done without you. Sincerely, Miriam in Indiana. And I could go on and on. I love knowing that these materials are helping people. I guarantee them all the way, 100%. However, let's move on. More people need us now than ever. Americans now have more debt than they have ever had before, more than $10 trillion in nominal non-business debt. Over the past 20 years, our standard of living has gone steadily downhill. If you can find work, you're probably being paid less in real terms than you would have been in 1970. And we all know that prices have moved steadily up. When the economy tanked, a lot of people found themselves with a lot less money. The bankers and big businesses have had trillion-dollar bailouts. Regular people have had the shaft. But that's all old news by now, right? This video isn't about politics or national policies, and I'm not a politician with a bunch of feel-good promises. This is going to be practical. I just want you to know that if you've got debt problems, you're in the majority. And you have rights. We're going to talk about them in these videos. It's better for you, and better for everybody actually, for you to know and use those rights to protect yourself from the debt collectors. Well, maybe not everybody. These videos are going to show you how to do that. Now, before we really get started into the heart of the material here, we've all heard the old saying that the truth will set you free, right? Don't believe it. The truth won't set you free from the debt collectors, but maybe knowing the truth will help you take some action that will set you free. Make no mistake, though, it's the action that will set you free if anything does, and we'll show you how to do that. So what is the truth about debt collection? If you've been on my site before, you've heard me say it over and over. It's one of the strangest facts in all of American law. The debt industry and the collection industry is standing on its head. Debt collectors actually get judgments against the people they sue around 85 to 90% of the time because the people they're suing don't fight back. If people would fight back, the debt collectors would probably lose 85 to 90% of the time. I'm sure you've seen pictures or cartoons of old-time lion tamers and circuses. People actually used to stick their heads into the mouths of lions. We all know that the lions have been trained not to bite. After enough of them did bite, however, that particular circus act disappeared, and you never see it in America anymore. If you're being harassed or sued by a debt collector, it's time for you to remember your teeth. I talk like it's a mystery why the debt collectors win all these lawsuits, but there's really no mystery, is there? They win because most people think they have to have a lawyer to fight back, and lawyers are expensive. And because people think the game is rigged. In the next video, we're going to take an overview of the debt process. What I want you to get is that it's really all part of the same process. From the first time you miss a payment, even before that in many cases, the debt collectors start working on you. The law is designed to guide the movements of consumers and sellers, creditors and debtors every step of the way, although it isn't always obvious what to do. The debt collectors have been using their superior knowledge to position themselves and to trick you into a weaker position. They've made a lot of suckers over the years. The law gives you plenty of teeth, though. The debt collectors do their best to train you not to use them. We're just going to show you how to find your way through it a little bit better. It's going to change the way you see the debt collection process and stop the debt collectors from bullying and harassing you anymore. If you'd like that, then sign up below for the rest of this series. I'll send you a series of videos and reports that will let you know some of your important rights and how to use them to make sure you're in the 85% that beats the debt collectors. So sign up below and get ready to learn what you need to know. Protect what's yours and don't let the debt collectors rip you off.